a headquarters in Dubai, and we have offices in Korea, Tokyo, and Armenia. And we have about 250 people, and those are some of our founding members. Click one more. Okay, so I'd like to introduce who we are. Obviously, the top one right there is myself. I have been making games since '83 when I was a teenager, right? And I used to develop games by myself, then became producer for those companies, Microsoft, Capcom, Electronic Arts. I probably produced more than 100 games, okay? And right here, Mr. Well, I should say it's an entertainment platform that we are developing, okay? It's not launched yet. Okay, so within Creta, we have 4 pillars in Creta. So let me explain first, Creta game platform. Think of it like Steam. It's a game marketplace. You can purchase games here. You can download games from here, and also user-generated content. So you can sell it here, trade it here. So it's a marketplace, basically, right? And next one, let's go here. Social media. So we call it Super Club. Super Club is a social media, but that's integrated into our ecosystem, Creta platform. So because we have a social media within that platform, there's a lot of things you can do that you weren't able to do, right? It's a social media, so it functionality is like Facebook or YouTube, Twitch, same thing. But because we have it within our platform, like you can call up all those social media functions from the game. And also, because we have the same ecosystem using blockchain, so you can, while you're chatting with your friends, you can also exchange NFTs and stuff, NFT items and stuff. So there are a lot of interesting things we can do with this. Okay, then here, Creta Multiverse. It's a metaverse. We call it multiverse because we have multiple metaverses with a different theme. So far, we've announced sci-fi themed metaverse, anime themed metaverse, and also fantasy themed metaverse. Well, sci-fi metaverse will come first. So it's a multi-metaverse, we call it multiverse. Okay, the last one over there is a Creta Studio, which is a game creation tool. How many of you play Roblox? Roblox? Okay. Think of it as like a super realistic version of Roblox. So you can create your own game, super realistic game with a very little effort. Because we're gonna provide game framework, all the photorealistic assets, so you can just make a great looking game with a very small group of people. I mean, Creta Studio is one of them. So we're gonna create a system that user can generate your own assets, your own IPs, and you can make it NFT to trade it. And also the next one, it says Creta Nexus. Creta Nexus is a developer support program. It's a crowdfunding program, so that we will help developers to raise game development funds. And Locus Chain is a blockchain technology that our colleagues developed. And this Locus Chain blockchain technology is so fast, so scalable, so secure, and we are trying to make a distributed server system using a blockchain. This is blockchain. You can actually trade NFTs and items within the community, okay? And one unique thing about the Super Club is the community itself is NFT. So what that means is that if you grow your community, you can trade your community with someone else who wants to run a community. Or if there are two similar theme community, you can merge into one bigger community and stuff like that. So that's very unique. And also another unique stuff is, as I said, all the social media API, we will provide all the social media API to game developers. So in game, you can call all the social media functions within the game. So you don't have to boot up Discord every time you play the game. Esports game, first online esports casual game that was available. And was also the first free-to-play game that's made available to the market. And back then, 25 million players played. The Korean population is 50 million, but 25 million people play this game. So it's a big popular game in Fortress, and we are reviving because CCR, the developer of this company, is part of Creta now. So we are reviving this franchise.
In the near future, the users will be able to customize or create their own networks. For today's presentation, I'm going to use this particular one. And in the multiverse, I could engage with a lot of different NPCs, like so. Now to accept quests, and when I complete a quest, I'm actually compensated with certain rewards, which I expect from the networks. So this particular building is actually called the Creta Showcase Group. So here I could have information about the Super Club. This is just a map of the maybe I just do somewhere. Okay, now I move because I got shot in the middle, so these arrows allow me to navigate my tank.
I've been making games for now 25 plus years. I was mentioning yesterday this is my second time in the Philippines, but really my first time I can't remember because I was a very small child. I was escaping my home country, Vietnam, after the war, and I came to the Philippines, and it's beautiful to come back here and meet everyone. The country is such a warm, beautiful country with such beautiful human beings, and I'm really glad to be here. My body of work it's been mentioned already, but very quickly. I spent 10 years initially at Electronic Arts. I made a bunch of games: The Sims, SimCity, Spore. I don't know if anybody plays Spore. Yeah. You know what's funny? I sometimes I do university talks, and I'll always ask people like, what's the first game they remember? The first game they played. And every year it gets higher, right? And one year, for a solid 5 years, everybody said Spore. I'm like, this is very interesting. Like, I know, because when Spore first came out, it was one of the first games that had DRM, DRM, digital rights management. Yeah. And so it was under a lot of pressure because of that. Maybe how the game industry has changed so much over the years. Philippines and Southeast Asia were one of my favorite regions. I believe that this region will be the next biggest region for gaming. Because one, you guys are like hardcore gamers. You guys are some of the hardest core gamers and most passionate gamers I know. Two, the community that I see doing all these, doing the work in sort of like future technology, the Philippines and Southeast Asia, you guys really embrace new technologies. Like and it requires young people. And at the sort of average age of the Philippines is 35. I think something like 50% of the people in the Philippines have crypto wallets, which is like amazing. It's like a top 5 country in the world that has, So you guys are really embracing new technology. And so for me, I don't like competition. I like going and building out things that no one's ever seen before. And this is such a perfect example of a great, amazing market that we would love to partner with you guys. Like this idea of launching into the Philippines really is a partnership. What we want to do is get feedback from you guys, really share what our plans are. My next games I want to build, my next IPs, the next movies, all these things I want to build, I want to put it into this platform, targeting many of these emerging markets first. Because I really believe that's the energy of the world. The energy of the world's really moving into this region. And so I hope to see, like, in 10 years, 20 years from now, Southeast Asia becomes the new dominant game. You know, gamers, the game cycles. Your embracing of esports, your embracing of like video games to me like warms my heart. And so, and with that, I think the future is so bright. But I don't know where Ray is. I'm supposed to call him up too. Yeah. So, do you know where Ray is? Are you coming up to talk about future IP? It's so bright, and you know, if you were to see what I see when I'm traveling around the world looking at it, I really believe that the next, because we're building a bunch of tools to make games too, and I believe in the next 5 years you're going to see teams of 1, 2, 5, 10 people make billion-dollar games. It's very, very likely, because if you think about the technology that's happening right now, right? Engines like Unreal, Unity allow you to make games very easily. AI allows you to make games very easily. There's so many things that, you know, and blockchain allows you to have. You know, we're talking about serverless technology, which means that you can run an online game without paying the server costs. Like, these are the kind of technologies that I think is going to be incredible for the future of games. And this is why I was so excited to partner up with Creta. And Ray, I don't know, are you gonna talk about anything? No? You're good? All right, he says no. But really, I'm just really excited. I think the next thing we're going to do is actually have a panel now. You guys ask questions.